Hello and welcome everybody. This is Omar from Team Earthstream, bringing you another deck profile that we got going on, guys. And today's deck profile is one of my favorites. It's the deck that I've been playing for the last few weeks. I like it a lot. It's gonna be the Charizard Restroom deck, and this is of course Worlds format or either post rotation format, whichever you want to call it. All right, so let's get going, guys. Okay, so for our Pokemon lineup, we will start it off with the big bad boy itself, the Charizard Restroom right here, guys. Alright, so for this deck profile, we're going to be running 3 Charizards right here, guys. This is all you need. You don't need no more than 3. This is a perfect count for the Charizard. You're just going to be using one at a time, unless you need to set up a second one. But most of the time, you're swinging in with your Volcanions, and Charizard is going to clean house. And people are just going to be targeted down, which is going to be great because you have so much healing options in this deck, and it's 270, so it's hard to knock out, you know, in one shot. There's only a few Pokemon that can do it. Right now, it's only the new Raichu, Alolan Raichu, that can possibly do it for the one shot. It's able to get the 250 plus Electro Power to get it, but like I said, it's extremely hard to get this Pokemon knocked out with all the healing that you got going on. Great card to have. All the attacks on this Pokemon are wonderful. Outrage is great. They attack to it. You just swing back and kill them. Flare Strike knocks things out. Is wonderful. The GX, which can do up to 300 if need be, is a wonderful card to use in this deck. So on to our next Pokemon. It's going to be a 4 count of the Volcanion. Now, this guy's the bread and butter for this deck right here. This is who you want to start off with at all times, guys, and this is why we only run a 3 line of Charizard. You run a heavy count of Volcanion because this is who you want to start with. You want to be able to use that Flare Starter off the bat to be able to attach energy. You can even Welder for your turn onto the Charizard, Flare Starter onto the Charizard, and you already have 5 energies onto the Charizard for your next turn. So it's put in that position where your opponent has to deal with the situation, because now this Charizard just needs one more energy and you're able to knock anything out on the board tag team wise. And it's just that wonderful to get that going, guys, because you, like I said, energy attachment, weld it onto this, that's 2, get 3 from Flare Starter, 5, next turn attach energy, double custom catcher up anything you want for knockout. Great combo right here, guys. Like I said, this is who you want to start off with, and this is also going to be one of your main attackers as well. Charizard is just in the back to get those knockouts, those bigger knockouts, or to be able to tank stuff as well, guys. So this is the guy that you want to use starting off. You High Heat Blast does 50. If it's got 4 energies on the board, does another extra damage. I think it's 110. You're able to knock out many stuff. I think the only thing right now you can't knock out for single prizes is going to be that pesky Giratina, but not a problem. We have something for that too in this deck, guys. And that brings us up to our next Pokemon card, which it's going to be Hoopa, guys. So Hoopa, wonderful addition to this deck. Its colorless attacks is wonderful. I like it a lot. I think this card fits well with this deck for all those pesky Malamar decks that you're going to go against. Evil Abomination, 1 energy attachment, does 10 plus 20 for each of your opponent's Pokemon that has abilities. Against Malamar deck, that's everything. Everything on their deck has abilities, guys. And not only that, Malamar is weak to Dark, so it's going to one-shot it. Easily one-shot it. And the best thing about this card, it cannot be one-shotted by Malamar because it is psychic resistant, guys. So your Malamar player is going to have to rely on the spell tags to get it on there or somehow. But this is going to put pressure on it, and it's going to be able to get you at least ahead by 2 or 3 prizes if you play it correctly, guys. And this is a wonderful card for this deck, another wonderful addition, and it just prevents those knockouts for the pesky Malamar decks with their Garatinas. You're able to heal it to just, I mean, prevent the knockout on this single prize attacker against the Malamar. And that's what you want to do for that deck. You know, they're going to be using Giratina as much as they can before they bring out the big boy, but you're going to just be healing it, or you can either heal the Charizard. Just get ahead of the prizes. At least if this guy can take 2 knockouts, you're already doing well with it. You already got full effect of it, full advantage of it. You're able to come in, clean house with everything else as well, guys. And so that is it for the Pokemon lineup. I was thinking of adding a Turtonator in here, but I think that takes away from the deck. It's just another option out there for you guys if you want to choose so. Like I said before in my other videos, this is my list. I like it a lot. You're able to choose whatever you want, so please don't get mad and troll me out. I like this list a lot, and it plays out well for me. Alright, so we're going to move on to items. So for our item count, guys, we're going to be running the 2 switch, 2 is all you need for this deck. It's really good when you need it. You can fish it out with greens, be able to switch your Charizard if you started with it, switch it out, get Volcanion out, and get the Flare Starter going. So 2 is great. You don't need more than 2 because you want to tank. You want to tank with this deck. You want to tank with it. So switch in is really not needed that much, but it's just in case you get stuck in the active with your Charizard and you need to switch into a Volcanion. This is why we have 2. And of course, if 1 is prize, you got the backup. Okay guys, so another great card for this deck, it's gonna be the 4-count Pokemon Communication. It allows you to fish out supporters, you know, top 7 cards, get your supporter out. We're running some good supporters in here. We're running the Greens, of course, the Welders, Lieutenant Surges. So I mean, it's able to get you in there, get those supporters out when you need them, and just get you set up really well, guys. It's just another way to search, just in case you don't start with a supporter or you need a supporter. Poke Communication or Pokegear 3.0 is great. Okay, so for our next set of 4s is going to be the Custom Catcher. Now this deck takes full advantage of this card right here, guys. With the Greens supporter card, is able to fish out your custom catchers and be able to bring out what you want to knock out the turn. If it's 3 prizers, you're able to. And like I said, with this deck, you're able to still to set up with Volcanion and have 5 energies on your first turn on your Charizard if it's played correctly, guys. Next turn, energy, custom catcher, anything you want to knock it out and get ahead of the prizes on this big tanky Pokemon. So on to our next set of 4 is gonna be our healing. So we got 4 Mixed Herbs. And this is a wonderful card to have, guys. It heals so much, and not only that, it removes special conditions. And that's right, with Pikachu, with the new Pikachu, the Raichu, and the Alolan Raichu, with the paralyzation that it does when it becomes from the bench to the active, it can paralyze you. Well, this takes care of that. You're able to heal for a good amount and also remove that special condition, which allows you to attack, guys. So they have to be careful with that now, because you are going to be able to get out of that and be able to return swing, and most likely you'll get a knockout for that return swing. So on to our next healing option, we're going to have the 4 Great Potions. Another wonderful heal option. It heals 50 from a GX Pokemon. So this is just great to just keep healing, keep healing, keep healing. You don't need a combo. You just need 1 card. You can heal off those pesky spell attack damage. So that way Giratina can't come in and take the 1-hit knockout. This Mixed Herbs actually also heals your Hoopa as well. You're able to heal your Hoopa. It's just a great card to have, guys. This is a great combo. You're able to heal for so much. If you have to use all of these, you just have backups. And this 50 actually prevents a lot of knockouts on the Charizards, guys. Okay, so we're gonna move on to our next item cards here. Let me switch around some cards, guys. We're gonna be running 2 Fire Flints. Now this is another wonderful card to have. It just allows you to thin out your deck. Thin that deck out, so that way when you Pokemon Communication or when you Welder, you draw into cards that you need. Fire Flint allows you to do this. It allows you to get 4 energies out. It helps so much to thin out the deck, and also to have energies in your hand to be able to welder, attach, return, whatever you need. You're able to get it and have it in hand, guys, for the energies. I mean, so this Fire Flint, the 2 count is wonderful, guys. Okay, so we are gonna move into Pokemon search mechanics. So we're gonna have 2 Cherish Balls. With the 2 Cherish Balls, it allows you to fish out those Charizards that you need, just in case you don't get one in hand and you got a lot of Volcanions. A Cherish Ball comes in handy. A second option that I teched in that I like a lot as well is 1 Pokemon Communication. Now this is great because it allows me to fish out Volcanions. It allows me to fish out my Hoopa that I want. I think 1 is enough because, like I said, you're just going to tank with this deck, and if you can start with it, it's even better because you can get that Hoopa against the Malamar matches with this card. Alright, so we're going to move on to our next item, which is going to be Fiery Crystal. Now this is a great card, another great card, guys. It allows you to get 3 energies back from the discard pile. And with Fire Flint, I like to use 2 energies to get rid of that. And I know that I have backup energies, or a way to get my energies back. So that's what I use for free search. Just get my energies in my deck, Fire Crystal them back later, have energies on board. Another great combo, guys. Okay, so we are going to move into our stadiums, guys. Now we have, of course, our Heat Factory. Heat Factory is wonderful, guys. It's Discard 1 energy and you get to draw 3 cards. Just another way to draw cards. In this deck, you're going to have a big hand in this deck. You're always going to have a huge hand because so much draw supporters in here. Or I mean, with the draw supporter from Welder, with this, with Greens, you're going to have a lot of cards in your hand, guys. Your hand's never going to be low. Okay. 2 power plants to shut off abilities. Now this hurts pretty much everything. It hurts the pick around players, it hurts the new box. I think it even hurts Toronto or the new dark box. I'm not sure if it hurts. It could hurt Malamar. I'm not sure yet, but definitely hurts a lot of decks, and it stops them from setting up. You know, especially with the pick around. You want to slow them down because those guys are going to be setting up really well. Power plant, you're able to use the first turn. You slow them down because you can't use the Dana to search out more, or they can't even, you know, they can't do a lot of stuff with it. So it's a great card to have. The Zero Aura also gets shut down. It's just another great card to prevent. And like I said, your tanking might as well add some disruption to your tanking Pokemon. And then 1 copy of Lysander Labs. And yes, we are running 4 stadiums in this deck. It's really good because you have the room for it. Lysander Labs, like I said, it helps against the Malamar, helps against the skateboard, spell tags, anything else with items. The Sylveon, if you run into a problem, Shedinjas, Lysander Labs helps you out so much. And it's just the 1 copy. That 1 copy helps. When you get it, it sticks for a little bit, especially if you count your stadium bumps. If you're able to bump their stadiums and you know they don't have anything else, Lysander Labs is going to stick, guys. It's a great card to use, guys. Okay, for my last 2 items, we're going to have 1 Reset Stamp. That's all you need for this deck. This Reset Stamp is really good, just in case your opponent gets ahead of prizes, or either if you have mulligans off the beginning, you can reset them back to 6 cards instead of having the big hand. I know it's not going to be like the Marshadow where they go back down to 4 off their first turn, but at least going back to 6 compared to the 10 they could have possibly, because you are going to mulligan with this deck. Helps a lot, or either late game. And then 1 copy of Choice Band, guys. Now this is great. I like it a lot. Some people are running 2, but I think 1 is enough. It just adds that extra 30 to the Charizard to be able, you know, opponents are going to have a hard time getting that 1 hit KO on it already. And you're just adding that extra, so they have to work that much harder to get it and have to get those combos of cards to be able to knock that out. And then you're healing, so if they don't knock it out, you're just going to heal it, and here we go all over again. Great card to have, guys. Okay, so this is it for the item wise, and we will be moving on to our supporter counter. So let's pick this up real quick. Like I said, I like this deck a lot. I liked it for before rotations happening. It played out really well. A lot of people had success with it. It's just a good deck. It's fast. It hits hard. It's a good deck around, guys. Actually, let me see. Okay, so on to supporters. All right, for our first supporter line, we are gonna have 2 copies of Lieutenant Surge. Now, this is a wonderful card, guys, in this deck because your opponent is gonna get the first knockout most of the time, guys. They're gonna kill that Volcanion. Whoop-de-doo, it's okay. Lieutenant Surge next turn, you're able to Greens and Welder, double Greens, double Welder, whatever you want, you can do with this Lieutenant Surge. They are gonna get that knockout. This is why it's important to get that Volcanion first turn onto the active, because it's okay if it dies. You're gonna use this crazy combo to set up even well. It's just a great card to have, guys. So onto our second supporter, the 4 copies of Greens Expedition. Now this card is wonderful in this deck. Since you're not running abilities, you're able to search anything you want in this deck. You can get supporter, you can get item, you can get stadiums. It allows you to fish anything you need to finish off a combo that you have to get those knockouts with. You can fish out Lysander's Labs and get any item based deck. You can fish out your double custom catchers as well, guys. And that's where this comes in play, the Lieutenant Surge. Volcanion gets knocked down, Lieutenant Surge, custom catcher, Greens Expedition to get your double custom catchers. Oh wait, I need more energies, use a Welder as well. So double custom catcher out, whatever you want, more energies for the 300 damage if need be against the mirror match. It allows you to do it, guys. Okay, so for on to our last supporter, it's going to be, of course, Welder. A 4 copy of Welder. This is a great copy, guys. This card right here is wonderful. It allows you to attach extra energies per turn and also draw 3 more cards. Like I said, your hand size is not going to be small, guys. If you're playing this deck right, you're going to have a huge hand, and you're just going to constantly keep getting cards in your hand. You're just going to be able to set up those combos off very well, especially with these combination of supporters that you have right here, guys. So this is it for the supporter line, guys. We're going to move on to the energies. So with the energies, we are going to have 4, I think it's 11. So that's, oops, sorry, 8 right there, 9, 10, 11. So 11 energies. I think it's a great number right here. You don't need 12 anymore since you don't have Kiawe or anything else. You're, like I said, you're tanking, so you can just take the hits and attach, and you're running fire flints as well to search all these energies out. And flare starter 2 gets them out. There's just a lot of ways to get these energies out onto your Pokemon. 11 is a great number to have. That way you can have a Pokemon loaded and still have energies in the discard, or in the deck, I'm sorry, into your deck, guys. And also in the discard, it's okay because you can fire crystal. So that is it for the deck profile for the Charizard Greens version, guys. Now this version, I like it a lot, guys. It's not fast. It's not fast. It can be fast if you set up well. Like I said, if you're going second with the Volcanion Charizard combo, you're able to set up for a double Blaze knockout. But like I said, most of the time you're gonna get your Volcanion, you're gonna have to fish out your Charizard. You know, you have to set up well for this deck, and it's a tanking deck. It's not gonna be fast, so you want to set up to tank. You want to set up to survive, and you will out survive your opponent if you are playing correctly and using your heal options at the right moment at the right time. So this is a great deck right here, guys. Alright, guys, so this is it for the deck profile. We'll catch you later. The next deck profile is going to be Persephone that I'll do for you guys. And if you can comment, subscribe, like, I appreciate that, guys. And just keep posted, guys. Alright, peace out, guys.